On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Excerpt.
To take a short piece of speech, book, film, etc. from a longer whole. Noun, a short extract from a speech, book, film, etc.
Examples.
Excerpt a passage from a book. Excerpt comments from the news release. Here are excerpts from several recent books on quantum computing.
Refuge.
The state of being safe or protected from danger, trouble, or difficulty, or a place providing shelter or protection from them.
Examples.
Refuge camp. A harbor of refuge. Some of the émigrés sought refuge in this country.
Millennium.
A span of 1,000 years, or the 1,000th anniversary, plural, millennia.
Examples.
Past millennium. Millennium bottle of wine. Our world is in the third millennium.
Messiah.
The promised deliverer who God will send to save the Jewish people, as prophesied in the Hebrew Bible.
Examples.
Glorify the Messiah. The arrival of Messiah. Many citizens regard him as a political messiah of the country.
Martyr.
A person who suffers very much or is killed for the sake of their religious or political beliefs.
Examples.
X-ray martyrs. A Christian martyr. He died a martyr to science.
Zealot.
A person who has extreme opinions about something, especially religion or politics.
Examples.
Religious zealot. Militant zealot. The recent presidential elections caused a great deal of excitement among political zealots.
Abound.
To exist in large numbers or quantities.
Examples.
Fish abound in this river. Abound with screaming children. Rumors abound as to the reasons for her resignation.
Sacred.
Connected with religion or religious purposes, worthy of respect or dedication because of a connection with a god.
Examples.
Sacred music. The halo of a sacred image. This space is a private office sacred to the president.
Regard.
To think about or consider somebody or something in a specified way.
Examples.
Regard him as an enemy. Regard the situation as unfortunate. Frugality and industry are still regarded as virtues.
Prophet.
A person believed to have an extraordinary power that can understand God's will.
Examples.
False prophet. Words of the prophet. In this tribe, people believed the prophet would save them from many calamities.
Bury.
To place a dead body in the ground, grave, or tomb.
Examples:
Bury in the earth. Bury emotion. There is plenty of space to bury everyone.
Hilltop.
The top of a hill, rather than its sloping sides.
Examples:
A windy hilltop. Hilltop residence. We looked down on the large wetland from the hilltop.
Mosque.
A Muslim place of worship that usually has a minaret equals slender tower with balconies.
Examples:
Domed mosque. The sacred mosque. Jumeirah Mosque is one of the most beautiful buildings in the United Arab Emirates.
Christ.
The man that Christians believe is the prophet and the Son of God, and whose life and sermons form the basis for Christianity.
Examples:
Teaching of Christ. Before Christ. Christmas is the day to celebrate the birth of Christ.
Baptize.
To make someone officially a member of the Christian church by baptism, equals a form of Christian ritual purification.
Examples:
Baptize a baby. Baptize with water. The priest baptized my father on his deathbed.
Vibrant.
Full of energy, life, and enthusiasm.
Examples:
A city vibrant with life. Variety of vibrant colors. A vibrant private sector is crucial for economic growth.
Ecosystem.
All the plants and living creatures in an area and the way they affect each other and the environment.
Examples:
Marine ecosystem. Change the ecosystem. Human conservation efforts often fail unexpectedly because they disturb the balance of the ecosystem.
Aquifer.
An underground layer of rock, sand, or earth that can take in and hold water.
Examples:
Aquifer soil. Subsurface aquifer. Some areas melt snow by harnessing heat from underground aquifers.
Oasis.
A fertile land in a desert or semi-desert environment where there is water and therefore plants and trees, and sometimes a village or town.
Examples:
Tropical oasis. Oasis farming. The oasis supplied water for early farms until the modern age.
Shore.
The land along the edge of a sea, lake, broad river, or other large body of water. Verb, to support by placing against something solid or rigid.
Examples:
A sandy shore. Shore up demand. The waves are beating against the shore.
Harbor.
An area of water next to the coast where ships and boats are protected from rough water by piers, jetties, and other artificial structures. Verb, keep in one's possession.
Examples:
A sheltered harbor. Harbor a resentment. The tsunami swamped every boat in the harbor.
Indigenous.
Someone or something that is native to or occurring naturally in a particular place.
Examples:
Indigenous crop. Indigenous peoples. The indigenous plants need to be pollinated by local insects.
Mammal.
Any animal of which the female gives birth to live young, not eggs, and feeds her young on milk from her own body.
Examples:
A primitive mammal. A sort of mammal. Marine mammal populations are declining worldwide due to ocean pollution.
Ibex.
A type of wild mountain goat with long curved horns.
Examples:
Alpine ibex. The male ibex. The ibex is a distant relative of the mountain goat.
Leopard.
A large wild cat that has yellow-brown fur with black spots and lives in Africa and southern Asia.
Examples:
Snow leopard. Leopard print. Leopards lurked in the grass to catch their prey.
Represent.
To speak, act, or be present on behalf of another person or group, to form or constitute.
Examples:
Represent by a diagram. The characters that represent numbers. We elected him to represent us at the international conference.
Stork.
A very tall, long-legged bird with white and black plumage and a long beak that walks around in the water to find its food.
Examples:
Have a visit from the stork. The stork's bill. A stork flew slowly past.
Pelican.
A large long-winged seabird having a bag of skin under its long beak for storing food.
Examples:
The bag of a pelican. A pelican colony. The great white pelican is the national bird of Romania.
Spot.
A particular location or place, a small round or roundish area, differing in color or feels from the surface around it.
Examples:
Beauty spot. A spot on his honor. This remote spot is rarely visited.
Kestrel.
A small bird of prey equals a bird that kills and eats other creatures of the falcon family.
Examples:
European kestrel. An ideal habitat for kestrels. A kestrel swooped down and caught prey.
Buzzard.
A large hawk-like bird of prey equals a bird that kills and eats other creatures, with broad wings and a rounded tail.
Examples:
Jackal buzzard. Flock of buzzards. There are many praise for buzzards.
Biannual.
Happening twice a year.
Examples:
Biannual flower. Biannual gathering. We recommend regular biannual checkups of this machine.
Migration.
The movement of animals to a new location, frequently as the seasons change.
Examples:
The migration of birds. Overseas migration. There was a migration of impoverished farmers into the towns.
Lush.
Produced or growing in extreme abundance, often in an attractive way, having strong sexual appeal.
Examples:
Lush and fertile land. The abundance of lush vegetation. This area has an environment of lush greenery and watercourses.
Expanse.
A substance, such as water or oil, that flows freely and is neither a solid nor a gas.
Examples:
Vast expanse. Large expanses. She looked over the immense expanse of the sea.
Tamarisk.
Any shrub or small tree of the genus Tamarix with tiny scale-like leaves borne on slender branches, native to drier areas of Eurasia and Africa.
Examples:
The bush of tamarisk. Tamarisk trees. Tamarisks provide natural shade alongside a beach bar.
Papyrus.
A tall plant with thick stems that grow in or near water, especially in North Africa, or a document or piece of paper made of this plant, especially by ancient Egyptians.
Examples:
Papyrus fragment. A document written on papyrus. Papers from a papyrus found in the Middle East prove that ancient Egypt traded with neighboring countries.
Oleander.
An evergreen Mediterranean shrub or small tree with white, pink, or red flowers and long pointed thick leaves cultivated as an ornamental and landscaping plant.
Examples:
Oleander leaf. Oleander bushes. This plant belongs to the oleander family.
Crystal.
A solid material with many even sides that is formed naturally when the substance becomes solid and has a highly regular atomic structure. Clear and colorless glass made of almost pure silica.
Examples:
Liquid crystal. Crystal analyses. A vast crystal chandelier glittered brightly above us.
Playground.
An area where many people go for recreation, especially at a school or in a park.
Examples:
A well-equipped playground. A playground on the roof. There is a woods with a creek near the school playground.
Recede.
To pull back or move away or backward.
Examples:
Recede from view. Recede in the darkness. The king's political power receded even further.
Decline.
To become gradually smaller, fewer, worse, etc., to refuse to accept.
Examples:
decline a job offer, decline in quality. As people age, their digestive capacity also gradually declines.
Environmentalist.
A person who is concerned with and advocates for the protection of the natural environment.
Examples:
dedicated environmentalist, an environmentalist political party. The environmentalist lobby changed the mindset of many conservative politicians.
Encourage.
To give someone support, confidence, or hope, to persuade someone to do or continue to do something by making it easier for them and making them believe it is a good thing to do.
Examples:
encourage a sense of affinity, encourage antisocial behavior. They encouraged customers with a premium for loyal patronage.
Unrestricted.
Not limited or confined in any way.
Examples:
unrestricted access, have unrestricted options. Capitalism allows unrestricted property ownership for individuals.
Agriculture.
The practice or science of cultivating the land or raising stock.
Examples:
organic agriculture, intensive agriculture. Agriculture is the foundation of our economy.
Transform.
To change an outward structure or looks.
Examples:
transform an education system, transform heat into power. My father's death transformed my life completely.
Fertile.
Capable of producing abundant vegetation or crops, intellectually productive.
Examples:
fertile ground, fertile market. Herbs require fertile soil in a sunny, sheltered location.
Vineyard.
A farm where grapes are grown to produce wine.
Examples:
a productive vineyard, vineyard worker. Vineyards stretch as far as the eye can see.
Labor.
Productive work, especially physical work done for wages, the people who do manual or physical work in a country or company for wage. Verb, to work hard or to strive and make an effort to reach a goal.
Examples:
seasonal labor, manual labor. In several countries, child labor is a serious social problem.
Bestow.
To give something to somebody, especially as an honor or present.
Examples:
bestow the name, bestow a warm praise. He did not bestow one thought on his dead friend.
Generous.
Willing to give and share something such as money, help, kindness, etc., especially more than is necessary or expected.
Examples:
a generous reward, a generous and thoughtful person. This teacher is generous in his grading.
Subsidy.
Money paid by a government or an organization as part of the cost of something to aid or encourage it to happen.
Examples:
inefficient fossil fuel subsidy, a subsidy for research. The government provided a considerable subsidy to the company.
Disastrous.
Extremely bad, harmful, or unsuccessful.
Examples:
have disastrous consequences. Absolutely disastrous effect. The emission of hazardous substances has disastrous effects on the ecology of a region.
Gross.
Being the total amount of something before any deductions, obese and ugly or unpleasant.
Examples:
the gross amount. Gross injustice. The drastic reorganization has significantly increased this company's gross profits.
Chairperson.
The officer who presides over organization meetings.
Examples:
vice chairperson. The meeting elected a chairperson. The chairperson has the authority to approve or deny any request.
Irreversible.
Impossible to change or return to a previous condition.
Examples:
avoid irreversible damage. An irreversible change. The development of agricultural technology has had an irreversible impact on humanity.
Gap.
A conspicuous disparity or difference separates something such as a figure, people, their opinions, situation, etc.
Examples:
the gap between ideal and reality. Distance gap. Many people are working together to close the gender gap.
Consumption.
The amount used or eaten, the act of using up a resource such as energy, food, or materials.
Examples:
average fuel consumption. The consumption of food. In our country, water consumption usually decreases during the winter.
Loom.
To appear or take shape as a large, especially in a frightening way.
Examples:
loom over the global economy. Loom on the horizon. The issue of divorce loomed large in his mind.
Deplete.
To reduce something, especially supplies of energy, money, etc., by a large amount, to use up resources or materials.
Examples:
deplete customer confidence. Deplete glycogen stores. If we continue to deplete the Earth's natural resources, we will cause severe damage to the environment.
Deficit.
The total amount by which money spent is greater than money earned in a particular period of time, the property of being an amount by which something, especially an amount of money, is less than expected or required.
Examples:
Federal budget deficit. An accumulative deficit. Exchange rate fluctuations have increased that country's trade deficit.
Warn.
To make someone aware of potential danger or difficulty, particularly one that may occur in the future.
Examples:
Warn a reckless driver. Warned me of the plan. I attempted to warn him, but he ignored me.
Lavish.
Large in amount and expensive or impressive.
Examples:
Lavish lifestyle. Enjoy a lavish trip abroad. He has earned lavish praise for his achievement.
Consequence.
The outcome of a particular action or event, especially relative to an individual.
Examples:
Unintended consequences. The consequence of an argument. These economic activities had disastrous environmental consequences.
Kingdom.
The country ruled by a king or queen.
Examples:
Establish his kingdom. A subordinate kingdom. By remaining neutral, this kingdom continued to exist.
Gallon.
A unit for measuring volume. In the US, it is equal to about 3.79 liters, and in the UK, Canada, and other countries, it is equal to about 4.55 liters.
Examples:
5-gallon square can. 10-gallon hat. The imperial gallon was standardized legally by the British Empire.
Canal.
A long and narrow strip of water made artificially either for boats and ships to travel along or for irrigation.
Examples:
An ear canal. An irrigation canal. Our container ship went through the Panama Canal.
Construct.
To build or create something, to assemble or combine different parts to form something whole.
Examples:
Construct a 3D image. Construct a dam. He constructs hypotheses that no mathematician has ever imagined before.
Irrigation.
The agricultural practice of supplying land with water through pipes or channels so that crops grow well.
Examples:
An irrigation ditch. Underground irrigation system. Archaeologists found traces of agricultural irrigation channels at the historic site.
Valley.
A long depression on the surface of the land, which typically contains a river.
Examples:
Valley bottom. Basin-shaped valley. The valley had received a mild snowfall the previous week.
Environment.
The natural world such as air, water, and land in which humans, animals, and plants live.
Examples.
Environment affairs. Chaotic environment. Every human is responsible for taking care of the Earth's environment.
Eliminate.
To remove or get rid of someone or something.
Examples.
Eliminate contestants. Eliminate sexual barriers. We can eliminate this possibility from those consumptions.
Consult.
To seek or get advice or information from a person, book, or other source having special knowledge on a particular subject.
Examples.
Regularly consult with a doctor. Consult my wallet. Always consult a lawyer before launching a business.
Lobby.
A large area inside the entrance of a public building where people can meet and wait. A group of people who try to persuade a politician, the government, or an official group to influence legislation.
Examples.
Lobby for legislation. A hotel lobby. That lobby group actively advocated environmental protection to the government.
Insufficient.
Not enough for a particular purpose.
Examples.
Insufficient evidence. There are insufficient doctors. We had raised a small amount of money from investors, but funds were insufficient.
Lever.
A handle used to operate a vehicle or a machine, a rigid bar resting on a pivot so that one end of it can be pushed or pulled easily.
Examples.
A gear change lever. Lever for reform. This initiative will be a lever for increasing company sales.
Commissioner.
An official member of a government department or another organization who is responsible for controlling something or performing specific duties.
Examples.
Elect police commissioners. Commissioner of Patent Office. He became an audit commissioner because of his years of experience as an accountant.
Publicly.
In a manner accessible to or observable by the public, by the government.
Examples.
Publicly accessible record. Publicly financed schools. She publicly denounced the government's mishandling of the economic crisis.
Alternate.
Occurring or existing one after the other regularly.
Examples.
Alternate choice. Every alternate year. The cleaning lady comes on alternate Wednesdays.
Coalition.
A temporary alliance formed by two or more political parties for combined action, the state of being combined into one body.
Examples.
A three-party coalition. Coalition forces. The two largest opposition parties announced they would form a coalition in the next elections.
Proposal.
A formal suggestion or offer, sometimes a written one.
Examples.
An innovative proposal. Details of his proposal. Our skeleton outline of the proposal met with much opposition.
Conserve.
To protect something, especially the natural environment or culture, from change, damage, or destruction.
Examples.
Means to conserve energy. Conserve coal resources. Children must be taught to conserve our natural environment.
Regulate.
To control something, especially by means of rules or laws.
Examples.
Regulate blood sugar levels. Regulate our conduct. We must manage to regulate our expenditure.
Addition.
The act or process of adding something to something else, the process of adding numbers.
Examples.
Chemical addition. Addition of vectors. In addition, private corporations provide healthcare services.
Promote.
To encourage or persuade people to like, buy, use, do, or support something, to raise someone to a higher position or rank.
Examples.
Promote a better relationship. Promote bad behavior. The government should do more to promote sustainable agribusiness.
Wastewater.
Water that contains waste substances from homes, farms, factories, etc.
Examples.
Wastewater disposal equipment. Biological wastewater. As that country developed its industry, it began to invest more in wastewater treatment technology.
Treatment.
The way in which someone deals with or behaves towards someone or something, medical care provided to a patient for an injury or illness.
Examples.
First aid treatment. Treatment by diet. The primary purpose of the treatment is pain relief.
Desalination.
The process of removing salt, especially from seawater.
Examples.
Shut down a desalination plant. Water desalination. He worked on improving the equipment using the freeze desalination method.
Facility.
A building or place that provides a particular service or is used for a particular industry.
Examples.
A cell phone with an internet facility. Facility design. This company has an entire recycling facility, including major reprocessing plants.
Mediterranean.
The sea encircled by southern Europe, northern Africa, and western Asia.
Examples.
Mediterranean agriculture. Mediterranean climate. They plan to take a Mediterranean cruise.
Domestic.
Relating to or inside a particular country, not foreign or international.
Examples:
Domestic airline. A domestic animal. GDP stands for gross domestic product.
Crop.
A plant that is cultivated in large amounts, particularly for food.
Examples:
Crop field. Crop herbicide. Sow early for an early crop.
Renew.
To begin or resume something again after an interruption.
Examples:
Renew a contract. Renew its corporate image. I have to renew my passport by the middle of September.
Incredibly.
In a way that is very difficult to believe, exceedingly or extremely.
Examples:
Incredibly cheerful character. Get incredibly insecure. Several cities are experiencing incredibly high unemployment rates.
Mismanage.
To organize or control something badly, improperly, or unskillfully.
Examples:
Mismanage a crisis. Mismanage the needs. The funds were mismanaged for years.
Olive.
A small green or black fruit with a bitter taste that is eaten or used to produce oil, or a tree on which this fruit grows.
Examples:
Olive branch. Olive oil. They enjoyed reading under the olive trees.
Sew.
To join, fasten, or repair two pieces of something by putting the thread through them with a needle.
Examples:
Sew with thread. Sew a button. My mother taught me how to sew.
Cite.
To refer to something such as a passage, book, etc., as evidence for a theory, or as a reason why something has happened.
Examples:
Cite various authorities. Cite a fact as evidence. The devil can cite scripture for his purpose.
Outweigh.
To be heavier, more significant, or more critical than something.
Examples:
Outweigh the benefit. Outweigh our wishes. The advantages would undoubtedly outweigh the disadvantages.
Outline.
To describe the main facts or aspects involved in something.
Examples:
Outline the plan. Outline the findings. This page outlines our response planning for an emergency.
Remedy.
A successful way of dealing with or improving an unpleasant or difficult situation, or curing an illness.
Examples:
remedy for air pollution. An internal remedy. This drug will be a good remedy for your stomach trouble.
Nourish.
To provide a person, an animal, or plant with food to make them grow and stay healthy.
Examples:
nourish damaged skin. Nourish hope. The mother used her breast milk to nourish the baby.
Shelter.
A structure built to provide protection from poor weather, danger, or attack.
Examples:
rainproof shelter. Anti-air raid shelter. They really need food and shelter.
Entertain.
To keep a group of people interested or excited, to take into consideration an idea or feeling.
Examples:
entertain a guest. Let me entertain you with music. He refused to entertain our proposal.
Primarily.
Mainly.
Examples:
intended primarily for young people. Primarily affect adults. All peaceful cooperation is based primarily on mutual trust.
Historic.
Famous or significant in history, or potentially so.
Examples:
historic accomplishment. Achieve the historic feat. The Chinese people have accomplished several historic feats.
Preservation.
The act of keeping something in its original state or of preventing it from being damaged.
Examples:
wildlife preservation. The preservation of food. The museum had kept the paintings in remarkable preservation.
Transition.
The process or period of changing from one state or circumstance to another.
Examples:
transition phase. Ensure a smooth transition. The nation's healthcare system is in transition at the moment.
Identify.
To recognize someone or something and say or prove who or what they are.
Examples:
identify handwriting. Identify gene sequences. I will introduce you to how to identify the leading causes of the malfunction.
Recreation.
The activity that renews your health and spirits by enjoyment and relaxation, the act or process of making something that existed in the past exists or seems to exist again in a different time or place.
Examples:
outdoor recreation. Recreation of the homeland. Basketball is their usual recreation after school.
Vary.
To become different in terms of size, shape, etc.
Examples:
vary according to the age. Vary directly with the price. Maximum heart rates vary a lot for each individual.
Cooperation.
The act or situation of working together with someone towards a shared purpose, benefit, etc.
Examples:
cooperation with strategic partners, thoroughgoing cooperation. The cooperation between businesses and universities created this groundbreaking product.
Emphasize.
To give or show particular importance to something.
Examples:
emphasize her words. Emphasize a direct relationship. Use italics or capitals to emphasize a word in a piece of writing.
Broad.
Very wide, general.
Examples:
attract broad attention. A broad mind. He accumulated wealth across a broad spectrum of assets.
Critic.
Someone who expresses opinions about the quality of books, music, etc.
Examples:
art critic. Severe critic. Advocates for legal reform hear less harsh words from their critics.
Politic.
Wise in displaying the ability to make reasonable decisions.
Examples:
a politic decision. Heal the body, politic. She was politic in her behavior.
Accord.
An official agreement or treaty between two organizations, countries, etc. Verb, allow to have.
Examples:
accord with public opinion. By national accord. The organization finally signed a peace accord.
Infer.
To form an opinion or conclude that something is true based on existing facts.
Examples:
infer quality from price. Infer the possibility. Animal desire and preference are always inferred from their behavior.
Disproportionate.
Too large or too small when compared with something else, or not deserving its importance or influence.
Examples:
cause disproportionate damage. Disproportionate amount. This big gate is disproportionate to the small hut.
Influence.
The ability to affect someone's or something's character, growth, or behavior, or the effect itself.
Examples:
influence a child's future. Influence the daily life. The former emperor had a particular influence even after he abdicated.
Paragraph.
A distinct section of a piece of writing intended to separate ideas, usually consisting of at least one sentence and beginning on a new line.
Examples:
an editorial paragraph. First paragraph. Article 7, Paragraph 2 of the United States Constitution stipulates a presidential veto.
Adopt.
To choose to follow something, To legally take a child from another family and care for them as if they were one's own.
Examples:
Adopt a child. Adopt a bill. The National Assembly has adopted the budget.
Replace.
To take the place of something.
Examples:
Replace one word with another. Replace a phone. Eventually, the new design will replace all older models.
Absence.
The fact or condition of being away from a place where they are typically anticipated to be.
Examples:
Absence from work. A leave of absence. Another critical factor of child poverty is the father's absence.
Adjust.
To make a minor modification to something to make it more suited for a new set of conditions, or to make it function better.
Examples:
Adjust a schedule. Adjust the rearview mirror. You have to adjust your contents to the age of the audience.